Bubba Wallace here from 2311 Racing. Funny thing about being fast, you end up waiting a lot. First to show up, first in line, then just waiting. Me, I rev up Chumba Casino. With over 200 social casino games, no slow lanes here. Why sit around when you can spin? I'm already racing. Your turn. Play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, we are in Two Guys One Pod. Scott's the second guy today, and we are live streaming our Greyhound draft. So less cuss words, I guess,
or more. This is my second draft from a computer, but I had the beats in earlier, like listening to something on YouTube. Just like typed in techno house, and it was one of those hour-and-a-half long sets, and it made the draft so much more fun.
You give off techno house energy. You seem like a dude that's listening to that.
Oh man, yeah. It started dubstep, then it went chill, and now it's then it was super house, and now techno house.
We're leading off with Ja'Marr Chase. Nothing exciting there. Oh, Bijan too ain't bad.
I've seen a couple of people on X talking about they're fading Ja'Marr Chase because they're not getting any of the number one picks. Oh my God, true.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's how it be. Sometimes you just got to take him sometimes because you're like, I can't have 0% exposure. Pretty standard start here. We got Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Saquon going off the board, Jahmyr Gibbs. I hate when Neighbors goes early.
Oh, man. But I love sitting here, and I'll take McCaffrey or Puka to get things going.
I don't like Puka there. I still think he's going a little early, but
he's been so good when he's been playing, right? Like, I feel like this is the time to get on the Puka train or it'll be gone. So
True. Yeah, CMC quick there for you.
Yeah, I was listening to the footballers, and they're like, CMC is a I want to win it all chat or pick, and that's what we want to do here in best ball is win it all. So
yeah, you're only getting one entry on the Greyhound anyways.
Yeah, so when I have these single entries and they're a little higher dollar, I know I'm going to be looking at them more, so I just like to pick my favorite players.
Yeah, I totally feel that. Come on. Oh, heck yeah. Love to see that.
Drake London forever?
No, come on. Derrick Henry. Come on. Yeah, Drake London's way too young for my team.
What should I do here? I've really been having a lot of fun with these AJ Brown reach on Jalen Hurts stacks. It just seems
that's a fun one.
Like,
dude, he dropped so far. He's in like the 5th round.
Yeah. So I can get him. I can still get him as my 4th and maybe reach a little bit, but then I come out and I have like AJ Brown, Christian McCaffrey. I've done this with Nico Collins a couple times. I mean, we have mostly all Shield players in here. There's actually almost half our draft room is not Shield, so we might see a little something wild. But usually the people in these more experienced drafters in these higher dollar contests.
Oh, is that what the Shield means? I never knew what the Shield was.
Yeah, the Shields are like different levels of experience. I think the Black Shield's like 500 drafts. Yeah, man. Yeah, you are.
Cool. Neat. That's fun.
When I got that last year, I was so stoked.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it's a little bit hype. That's a cool little logo. So you started out yours with CMC and AJ Brown. I started out with Nico Collins and Derrick Henry. I feel like we're going for the exact same build here.
Yeah, so I know I'm in this part of the draft so often that I know exactly the players who are going to be here next. I've seen Chase Brown fall a little bit recently. I'd be happy to take him on top of McCaffrey. But usually I'd be content with Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson. Who do you like in that similar area? Not here to snipe you. I got my own intentions.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love JT, but like I don't think he's lasting 8 more picks. Garrett Wilson's who I tend to end up with. I've taken a couple Josh Allen shares just because you can kind of naked put Josh Allen in there just on his own. You don't gotta stack him with anybody. Given more context to why I said new Josh Allen there, but but new Josh Allen, man, get those clicks, bait it in. Just for reference here, we had Rashi Rice go at 22, continuing that upward trend where you can't get him in the 30s. I still think that's crazy high for a guy who hasn't done it yet.
Man, I know you're on the other side of this coin. Yeah, this is a tough spot. All right. Do I like Devontae Adams that much, or do I just continue to do my thing out here? And I think for now we're just going to do our thing.
That one hurt. Yeah, that's who I was hoping for.
It's just so hard for me to not click Breece Hall. And as I said, this is the draft where I want to go with my guys, and Breece Hall with a CMC starts on ice.
Screw it. All right, Jaden Daniels.
All right. Well, now you've mentioned two of the, elite quarterbacks that we're seeing go here in the 4th, 5th round. I too am probably going to take one, but what is that? What do you like to do when you draft? Have an elite quarterback early, or or did it just kind of fall that way? What's your strategy?
It's really about the values on the board. Like if I'm getting Jane Daniels near the 4th round, that's about where my cutoff is, where I'm more comfortable with him than I am with like Terry McLaurin or Devontae Adams, Mike Evans. Like all of those guys are harder sells for me than Jaden Daniels, where you have pretty much guaranteed value there. You know what he's going to put up. If he's healthy, he's going to be putting up 20 points in your starting lineup.
Yeah, fair. And then you get Terry McLaurin at 39. What a fall. Yeah. What a fall.
Oh, he fell so far.
That's awesome. And you can kind of flip-flop those players in drafts. Sometimes you take Terry McLaurin first and Daniels on the back, but like you're in that perfect position in the 8th, the 10 spot to be able to grab both of those guys. So
yeah, and I love Jalen Hurts there, following the same sort of blueprint here. It looks like our teams are going to be a little similar going down the road. I love that Breece Hall pick. I don't think you can ever get a player that good that late. It kind of feels like that year Gurley had Jeff Fisher as his coach, and then he came back and put up that historic season. I feel like Breece might be due for something like that.
Yeah, I mean, is he that much different than he was last year at this time? And now he's going a round and a half later. Yeah, in the most important part of the draft. So talk about, we're playing to win here. I got Christian McCaffrey, who's known to be a running back one, and Breece Hall, who going into last dynasty season, I was drafting him thinking he was the second most valuable running back asset. So
yeah, easily. Man, DK went pretty early in this one. Same with Hampton. Two guys I love there.
Yeah, Hampton, I know he's going to be that end of season player that you need to win in the playoffs possibly, but it's going to be a timeshare, and they don't throw the ball a lot. Greg Roman's offenses historically don't throw the ball a lot to their running back, so he's going to need to possess a pretty high amount of volume. Yeah. All right, we're coming up here.
He will, but you saw the Najee news, right?
I did. I
mean, he's been seeing fireworks.
Directly.
Yeah, a little bit too close. But no, I mean, to be honest, I think anytime Najee is out kind of benefits Hampton a little bit disproportionately, because if that guy does establish himself early, that's going to be the crazy outcome season.
Sure. All right, well, we're coming up here. Definitely looking wide receiver on my end. I can go with my San Francisco stack again. Oh, man, you're looking at some running backs, huh?
Only Kamara there. I like him a little. I think he's a different tier than Mixon, Connor, and Harvey, personally. Just where I think he has it to himself. Which receiver is calling out to you? Is it Waddle or Ridley? Or are you going Jennings or Radunes?
So I think I'm going to stick with Waddle here. Good value late in the fifth.
Smart play.
Juwan Jennings is tempting with the CMC stack, though. I just did that a minute ago, and maybe you could find Pearsall later. Or I'm not addicted to having too many Niner teams right now. So, and Adunze, I can't draft him everywhere, but I really want to. He's definitely him and Olave are my two highest exposed players, roughly 30%. And
that.
With so many slow drafts going on, I know that number is going up. And, I just got to balance out the portfolio a little bit.
Yeah, I totally feel that. I mean, I went with Ridley there just because I think Ridley has a bit more ceiling, but it's looking like I might be able to get a Doomsday on the turn here. I'm pretty excited.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. You could let him fall one more spot. That'd be fine. Okay.
Olave, Henderson, it's a good range of the draft.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be worse for you.
It's okay. I get Juwan Jennings here around later. We'll take that. Juwan Jennings came out of nowhere last year, and someone in one of my dynasty leagues made a ridiculous trade where they gave up Chuba Hubbard for Juwan Jennings, and this was after Chuba Hubbard had broken out and before Juwan Jennings had done anything. And I was like,
That's
"What?
wild.
You just fleeced this guy?" And
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
sure enough, the cards all fell out, and it's like, oh, the trade ended up being just fine.
I mean, that's still a pretty ridiculous trade. I'd take Chuba 10 times out of 10 there. But,
Yes,
the one thing
yes.
is he's clearly the coach's best friend. Like, if you think Ayuk is, like, the definition of, like, Pettis or the other guys that Shanahan hates and puts in his doghouse, Jennings is the exact opposite. Like, he doesn't have any of the crazy athleticism. He just has that dog in him.
So what are we up? We have a little ways to go here. So in our next round of picks, I always like to kind of figure out where my next pick is, which in this case is 81, and scroll down. So we're in like the Green Bay receivers, Steph Diggs, Tony Pollard, Josh Downs. Anything calling your name?
I mean, I love the running backs around here. You got Judkins up here. I'd imagine he'll fall pretty far down unless we have somebody auto picking. Swift is still on the board. I think he's going to probably be gone by the time that we're looking here. Pacheco is one of my favorite guys here. Pollard's one of my favorite, and Aaron Jones is one of my favorite. I've been ending up with Mahomes a lot more than I figured I would too, but only because he's so dang easy to stack this year with Kelsey.
Sure. And are you stacking him with Worthy since you're not stacking him with Bryce?
I try to. I don't get Worthy every time. I think Worthy is like properly valued. If Worthy and Rice were going at the same pick, I would have a hard time taking Worthy 10 times out of 10. Like, I'd probably have a 60-40 exposure on him.
Yeah.
But it's like 3 rounds of value is not what I see the difference being. Like, I feel like it's kind of an A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith sort of thing we're going to be looking at here.
Sure. All right, so our turns are approaching. Most of these running backs we talked about are gone.
Every
We're
single
sitting
one's gone.
here in a wide receiver zone, but after this, the wide receivers fall out, and we end up in like a giant running back.
Huge dead zone for wide receivers coming up. It's a weird one.
Yep, and I'm looking at 2, and so far on my team, I got plenty of experience. I got 3 players who are going to be starting wide receivers every week, and it's time to shoot for a little upside. So I'm going to take Matthew Golden here.
Ooh, Matty Golden. You think he's got a chance to actually be the one there?
They drafted him to be that, right? And they haven't spent a first round pick on a Green Bay receiver in a long while. So better in best ball. I'm not picking him in league drafts. We saw what it was like last year, the distribution in Green Bay. But I do think that the rookie, I think that is a rookie who will rise here in the coming weeks.
Man, I was tempted to just go Patty and line him up with Travis Kelce here, but just it feels like such a ridiculous move to make when you have Jaden Daniels on the team.
Yeah, and I just love some of these middle quarterbacks right now, and I want to start loading up on like Fields and May, and I already got a ton of Caleb Williams, but these guys who run the ball.
Well, you aren't getting May today, but
no May needed here. I'm still on the wide receiver train. As we said, it kind of falls off here in a bit. And I know there are no more Philly wide receivers to take later. So as long as things fall my way, I will take another one of my guys for this year.
Who would you go, Darnell or Cooper Kupp here?
Darnell Mooney for me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll trust you on this one.
I'm fully
close. I have a lot of Kupp.
Yeah, I'm not that in on Kupp. So I'm going to get my guy here. Go with Josh Downs.
All right,
well,
Downs
recap your
feels
team.
like a good value there.
Thanks. Go ahead, reel off your team real quick.
Oh, yeah. I got Jaden Daniels, Derrick Henry, Nico Collins, Terry McLaurin, Calvin Ridley, Rome Odunze, Stephon Diggs, and Darnell Mooney, and I am done picking receivers for some time. How about yourself?
All right, my team right now, we got Jalen Hurts stacked with A.J. Brown. I got Christian McCaffrey and Breece Hall as my running back 1 and 2. And then after A.J. Brown, I have Waddle, Jawan Jennings, a rookie with Matthew Golden, and Josh Downs as my 5.
That's a pretty fun team. I got to say, that I have a feeling that you'll like that roster a little bit more than you do today midway through the season. Week 1 might be tough. I have a feeling that Golden's going to get kind of that Christian Watson rookie season where it like kind of starts slow.
Sure. I think I'm drafting Matthew Golden for the back half of the year, and I'm relying on A.J. Brown, Waddle, Jawan Jennings with, Ayuk probably not playing to start the year, and Downs to fill my spots. I got my 2 running backs filled. So what is next is the question. What is next? Probably not any receivers, as we already spoke about. Can I just take them off of my board? There's Bateman, who would be a stack partner with like a bring back for Jalen Hurts. But I'd probably be more interested in the tight ends. Where are you at on Mark Andrews?
I still like Mark Andrews. I don't love him where he's going. Just because I saw enough from Likely that I am terrified that guy could actually just be flat out better than Mark Andrews at this point in his career. Like, do you think there's a high likelihood that actually is going to happen, or do you believe that Andrews still has that job locked up?
I do think Likely's so good, and if he like caught that one early in the year, he got that toe down, we'd be speaking differently. So right? I'm about to be on the clock, and I have no idea what I want to do. I could go Brock Purdy here and complete my San Francisco stack.
I kind of hate the board right now.
Yeah, we are in a weird transition spot, but you could grab Caleb Williams as your number 2 to match with Odunze.
I was thinking about that. I hate taking a quarterback this quick, but it's probably a good move. I like having Caleb on my single entry teams too, as a Bears guy.
Yeah, right. These are all about like, you're going to be looking at this team the most. I know you want Drake May here, so I will not jump up the board and snag him. So I'll just go with Purdy. This is a really gross area.
I took Kelce. I'm gonna try and wait it out. This one's gonna end up making me feel stupid when somebody takes Caleb from this group, but I'm willing to risk it. I feel like Caleb's gotten so much off-season hate from people. I heard he. I was hearing like on the Twitter sphere that Caleb doesn't have a strong arm anymore. Just not his thing. He can't throw.
Fair enough. I personally don't believe that at all.
I don't believe that at all.
He's going to crush it this year. Oh, so sad to see Warren go there. I had him flagged, especially on a team like this. I could go.
You don't like Evan Ingram?
You got me more convinced on Evan Ingram than before, but I still not fully in on Evan Ingram yet.
He's just such a metrics guy. I love a player that's fun to play with in Madden.
Okay, here I am. Ingram is up there. Kraft, that'd be a pretty big reach.
You could wait on Kraft.
Yeah, exactly. Am I just going to take Ingram? All right. I took Ingram while being next to you, so it was meant to be.
Good move. Yeah.
It was meant to be.
I got Kelsey and Williams, so I'm feeling great here. That worked out exactly how I was hoping it would.
Heck yeah. So you got Jaden matched up with Caleb, Nico, Terry, Ridley, Dunze, Diggs, Mooney, and Kelsey. So well spread. Time to start picking up those running backs, which we're both going to be competing for. A little bit here.
I was going to go no running backs on this team. Just hope that Derrick Henry can cover for the rest of my lineup.
2 spots. Yeah, 2 spots worth. All right. Into this next zone here. Charbonnet. I'm still okay with Stevenson. I love Tajay Spears and would probably draft him if he's on the board. Ray Davis. I'm kind of in on Ray Davis.
I'm pretty in on Ray Davis. Chev and the FFD guys had a good second-year running back episode, and they were going over some of Davis's best athletic catches throughout the season, which is just terrifying for James Cook people. How do you feel about J.K. Dobbins here at 118? That's one I've been ending up with a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, I mean, he continues to rise all the way up to 118. Definitely wouldn't be taking him that much in BBM. Yeah, but I'm warming back even more on Harvey again. I think it's going to be split. J.K. Dobbins lost some efficiency down the stretch. I've been drafting him to this point. I liked him more in the 130s than the 180.
True.
But if you're doing like a small time bound draft, then, go ahead and grab him at that price. If you're doing like a BBM that's been open and you have these people who are getting him at like 200 and 150 and now they're getting him for free. All right, this might work out for me. I like Charbonnet here, who's fallen quite a bit. And the 2 guys in front of me have 4 running backs already. Really,
you gotta hope they're gonna. Yeah, they aren't gonna go running back here.
Hold the line. Snipes my Goddard in the process.
Yeah, I thought you might have been looking at him there.
Had to. Loveland going stinks, but I'll take Charbonnet on this discount. Thank you very much. That's a perfect RV3 for this team. I almost picked him last time. It was between Ingram and him, but I'll take the fall. Charbonnet, people give him a hard time, but he's been good when he's been getting opportunity. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to take Trey Benson there.
Trey Benson, all right. Friend of the show.
Definitely a friend of the show. Really trying to get him on as many squads as I can while he's still undervalued. I have a feeling I'm going to be tearing up the backup running backs here. I would go Javonte Williams. That's just such a low upside play.
Yeah, I can't do that. I really should be looking at some stacks here and who I should be doing some bringbacks for, but still kind of in the part of the draft where I still know the guys that I prefer over the guys I don't prefer.
True.
Let's see. Is Philly against Buffalo though? I think so. And if that's the case, then I'm going to have to, definitely take Ray Davis. Yeah.
Yeah, you should take Ray Davis.
Philly, Buffalo, Ray Davis. Oh, except for Luther Burden just chilling here. Oh wait, and he's
could
stacked.
Get that 6 wide out.
And he's stacked with the San Francisco Week 17 game. So Purdy, CMC, Juwan Jennings with Luther Burden bring back.
Yeah, it's worth noting here that a big thing that you can do to increase your correlation is to find matchups where you think it'll be high scoring late in the year. And that's why Luther Burden and Juwan Jennings and Brock Purdy can synonymously be put into a stack. Just giving best ball 101 tips for all the new users.
Absolutely. Yeah,
totally not for me.
What do you think some of the most important like things are in terms of like winning best ball? Because the game is not solved, even though people like to
It's not.
say that it is.
No, I'm kind of a like zig while people zag kind of guy. That's always been my strategy on these. Like, I've tried to go heavy RB in the past. It didn't work out last year, to be perfectly honest. Like, I went like heavy mid-round RB and ended up with a ton of Rashad White and Kenneth Walker, which did me absolutely no favors late in the year. But I think that this year it is kind of leaning into it. Like, I like your strategy of having like a similar structure of having a large amount of wide receivers, so you get that that heavy correlation outcome. You manage to get those spike weeks, but I also feel like you need a couple extra running backs. Like, I'm a big believer in the 2 tight end, 2 QB look, and that's kind of what I've been trying to lean into in my early season ones. What do you think the key is?
Well, I saw the other day on X, it was the winner of the Fast Puppy. And if you looked at the team and you if you talked about like structure and stacking and all of that,
it was terrible.
It was terrible. It's a
rough team.
But, just like they say in DFS, like the pot shitters can win a championship. Like, so can the non-shields, which is what makes the game so fun. Like, you never know.
Agree.
That's why I'm doing a lot of eliminators, because that's like a you never know kind of world. And
true.
I just want to be a part of it. So, I wonder who Austin's team looks like. Oh, I knew he'd go with the San Francisco guy there. All right, I got a couple.
About Garendo last round. He got a value on that pick.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I don't know why I feel a need to pick a running back here, but I do for some reason. Jacksonville, San Francisco.
Is it mostly to hurt my team?
No. No.
Tyler Algier. That's Tyler Algier is a funny pick because I feel like you might, like, if Bijan even misses 3 or 4 weeks, that might be the key to winning any kind of league. Like, especially if it's the end of the year, then Tyler Algier might be the running back one towards the end of that season. The dude is David Montgomery.
Yeah, and we're here in the 150s, so
yeah,
I don't know. I definitely don't.
For the RB1's backup, right?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm definitely going to make just a Scott pick here, just because. Die on the hill
with Roshan.
Hey, I like it. Would have been a good stack to my team. So I have a bunch of running backs flagged, but honestly, I'll end up with too much because there's going to be someone I want at the end, and I have CMC and Breece Hall who should be scoring for me constantly. So I'm just going to do a Scott pick. I'm just going to take McMillan here.
Oh man,
the TD.
Is that early himself. For McMillan? Yeah, that's early for McMillan.
He's kind of come back to this spot. A little bit early, but we're on the tail end. We don't pick now for 15 picks, and what was I going to do? Keep panning down the board. So I can probably take Will Shipley here. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I couldn't go another running back there. I would love to go and grab Dylan Sampson at some point on this team.
Oh, that I was already looking at him, and I think I might just go up and get him the next roundabout if I can, because I don't know. Like, if Quinshawn misses a significant part of training camp, one, I already thought Jerome Ford was going to be a big part of that team, but Dylan Sampson's coming from Tennessee. He just had an excellent season. Played with Jalen Wright, arguably was playing as well as him too. Like, I don't know, man. The guy could be a real talent, and he reminds me more of Jerome Ford than he does of Nick Chubb, which kind of gives them a bit of rotating backfield late into the season sort of situation.
Yeah, I mean, training camp is so valuable for rookies, And this is going to set him back in some way or capacity. He might not be suspended this year. We don't have any details about the case yet. It could be dismissed. I mean, we don't know anything yet, but at this point, I'm on wait and see. I was already in on Samson before, so give me an excuse. I will tell you he is number 2 on my list right now, but
yeah, I think you might be taking him out right in front of me, which is fair.
Let's see. There's also Rico on the board, who I don't hate. Oh,
I love Rico Dowdle. I still think he's good at football.
Right, he ran for
Jeff does
1,000
not
yards
think he's
last
good at
year.
football. Yeah, exactly. How many guys have 1,000-yard season? Kamara doesn't.
Wow. And they didn't even give him the reins until week 7 or 8.
Exactly. And he looked good with it. He had a couple games where he genuinely looked like a quality running back.
100%. If he had scored 4 more times, then he would be going in the 130s right now. All right, man.
Oh,
sorry.
He might even be going before that. Yeah. All right, who you going with here?
I'm going to have to take Samson here. He's the only one left on my stars.
That's right move.
So take him here. Shipley went. That's a good stack piece with Hurts, especially since I only have him single stacked. But my 15th round pick, Samson. It's kind of nice. I feel like I can kind of do whatever from this point, which is not always the reality. I don't need another quarterback.
Screw it. Miles Sanders.
All right. I mean, someone's going to have to get points there.
Maybe Miles Sanders is the best running back in Dallas. I don't really believe it. I still think Javonte has a little juice, but I know that's an unpopular opinion.
Oh my gosh, I don't know who I'm going to pick. Okay, give me a second here to
focus. You aren't going Aaron Rodgers here?
Oh, no way. I am done with quarterbacks. Do we have any sort of weak correlation? Indy, Tennessee. We could go Kongwu. Not my favorite, but so many people love him.
Dude, people love that guy. You know what? Marshawn Lloyd. Screw it.
Marshawn Lloyd's a good pick.
Yeah. It's another one where I'm like...
Kitty encounter.
Oh, hey, little buddy.
Okay, we're just going to take Keenan Allen. I don't know. He could not sign, but that doesn't seem realistic. He's
my be a bad pick. I don't think it is.
Was he my 7th? My 8th wide receiver? I'm picking him to have 2 spike weeks and score some points here in the 16th round. We got 2 to go. My team feels so balanced. I love it. You're up.
I feel like Keenan Allen's hoping that Pittsburgh moves their football team to California so that he doesn't have to move.
Oh man. We're getting here to the end. How are you feeling about your team?
I feel good about it. This is the most zero RB or hero RB team that I've really put together. Normally I get 2 of those guys, but it just worked out that Jaden and Terry were both on the board around the same time. So it kind of led me to a pretty heavily wide receiver skewed team. I feel like that in terms of correlation works good for me, but it scares the bejeebles out of me when I'm looking at my roster and I see all backup running backs in Derrick Henry.
Well, it's going to hurt.
Look at this squad of backups.
Yeah, but okay, Rachaad White's going to probably put up 10 points in week 1, and Derrick Henry, you're counting on him every single week. And you're relying on your wide receivers to be your flex position. So
exactly.
At this point, it's almost like you take a couple more wide receivers, but really it's just favorite player on the board.
Yeah. At this point, I feel like there isn't really, I don't like thinking of any players in this part of the draft as a reach.
No. I agree. Pick your guys. And they even say it's best to have players who are undrafted in the contest. Right now, especially before training camp, we don't know anything. And I was on the board earlier and I just can't take Arroyo yet. Arroyo. All right. I'm so in on Theo Johnson so far this year.
Love that.
He came out. He was a high draft pick. He played pretty well. He was starting to come on. Then he got hurt. and everybody has forgotten about him. And the team can't be any worse than they were last year.
They say they love Jaquiz Hunter. I'm gonna see if that's accurate, or maybe I have Blake Corum again.
Let's see. Maybe I'm gonna flag Blake Corum. So I could go. Honestly, though, as an 18th pick, he's got upside here. I could go Blake Corum, or I was kind of thinking I could go Cole Kmet, just because he's the week 18 bring back as well. But I feel like he's got value left in him.
You know what? I liked Io Manor before the season. I'm going to keep believing.
Way to get your guy. All right, well, because of you, I'm going to take Blake Corum.
Do it.
All right. Oh, I can't wait.
We got our rosters. Yeah. Give me your Greyhound roster here. Let's see if this $35 team is going to make you millions.
All right, let's see. I don't think millions is the top prize, but
probably not millions.
100,000 maybe.
I thought it was like 50. Yeah,
50,000. I take it. I take it. Still got to pay the taxes on it, but I take it. All right. So for my quarterbacks, I have Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy. My running backs, I have my two stalwarts, CMC and Breece Hall. I got my handcuffs with Charbonnet and Algier. And I got my high upside plays with Dylan Sampson and Blake Corum. For my wide receivers, I got A.J. Brown paired with Jalen Hurts. I got Jalen Waddle, Juwan Jennings, rookie and Matthew Golden. Josh Downs, who's one of my favorite guys, especially against man. Luther Burden, another rookie upside, who I got at pick 136 versus ADP of 116. Jalen McMillan and Keenan Allen. With tight ends, Evan Ingram and Theo Johnson.
Ooh, dude, what a roster. That is a fun team. I got Jaden, Caleb, Derrick Henry, Trey Benson, Rashad White, Roshan Johnson, Miles Sanders, Marshawn Lynch, Jaquiz Hunter. So that's a fun set of players. Nico Collins, Terry, Calvin Ridley, Roma Dunes, Stephon Diggs, Darnell Mooney, and Elick Aomanor. Round out my wide receivers, and tight end, I got Travis Kelce and Kyle Pitts. A little scared that Kyle Pitts won't make it through this year, but we'll see. I want to look through this. Let's see if any of the rosters had a really funky construction, because I kind of want to see if any of these teams are especially weirdly put together.
Yes. I got to figure out. I cannot see the draft board as well. I found the button.
Draft board finally up.
Yes.
Alrighty, let me see if I can find this one so I can share my screen, or if we are just going to look at my face, which you're welcome, YouTube crowd. We don't have a YouTube audience yet, but we'll probably have one soon.
Practicing for when we do.
Okay, well, let's take a look at this. So, team number one here. We got Lamar, CJ Stroud, Caleb, decent roster. I feel like this one's normal enough. I want to find a real weird one here.
What did they go like? So they reached on Lamar at pick 25 and McBride. So their 2-3 turn was Lamar McBride. So they went Chase, Lamar McBride. Yeah, but their running back room is kind of hurting. I mean, they went with 0 RB, Caleb Johnson, the first one. They got at 72. Brian Robinson. Ramondre, Tajay Spears, Braylon Allen, Keaton Mitchell.
Players in this room.
Yeah, I'm sure. $35.
Yeah. It's that big $35. That's why Shove couldn't be on here. Got to pay for his kids' meals and stuff. All right.
Burrow went early, so people were reaching on early, their guy quarterbacks a lot in this. So I'm looking at team
I think
two.
they were trying to stack up.
And I love their running back room. And I don't hate
I just don't believe in.
Yeah. Okay. I don't believe in Jaden Blue. I really don't believe in Tootin yet. He had that great athletic profile, and now he's going 120, 130. And it's he could be a valuable asset to the team over the next 2 seasons. But I don't know. Maybe he's the guy you need to win it all. But I don't think he's going to help you advance as often.
Yeah, I mean, the Tootin team here isn't that bad. They end up with Javonte too, Scadabow, a bunch of other guys. It's an all right squad. Amon-Ra, what's a 12 spot look like? Ooh, Trevor Lawrence and Bryce Young at QB. That's a little spooky.
That's thin. That is thin.
It's an interesting roster. Okay, yeah, I found my... Yep, weird team of the day is the 12 team. They got T-Law, Bryce Young, Ashton Jeanty, James Cook, James Conner, Jordan Mason, Najee Harris. Wide receiver, they got Brian Thomas, Tet, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Pittman, Pat Bryant, Demario Douglas, De'Ami Brown, Tyler Lockett. And tight end, they got Tyler Warren, Isaiah Likely, and Juwan Johnson. That's a weird team.
That is a very strange team. I mean, they're running. How many catches will his running backs have combined this year? And it is only a half-point PPR site, so maybe this guy's leaned into it. He's got a red shield, so he knows what he's talking about.
He just might, but James Cook at pick 37 feels scary. James Conner feels like a smart one, but Jordan Mason, 10 picks before ADP, and Najee, 10 picks before ADP is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, especially with his eye coming out. I mean, he went with the, I want people who score touchdowns, particularly for his running backs. So they say touchdowns are really important.
I wasn't sharing any of those teams as I was looking through them, and we were chit-chatting, so I just must have been looking intently at my computer. Which team's Austin here?
Austin's Burke's Law here in the 6th spot. So you got Kyler Murray and Justin Herbert, which is good. I think that's plenty up there. Jahmyr Gibbs, Ken Walker, ETN, Garindo, Dowdle, Nick Chubb. Love all of that except for Nick Chubb. I just can't.
Nick Chubb's fine.
I can't draft Nick Chubb. I don't even know.
Ed, pick 200.
Yeah.
Screw it.
All right, then Ladd, Marvin Harrison, Jameson Williams. So youth, and then brings an adult to the room with Debo, Keon Coleman, Dobbs, Michael Wilson, and Wicks. So 2 Green Bay receivers, and then Laporta and Kincaid. So good team.
Not a bad team. Did you see the route running video of Keon Coleman recently?
No, I did not.
Dude,
what I missed?
The slowest cuts I have ever seen in my life. It was like watching me do a route running video. Like I thought I could have kept up, but
I think I saw the blowback from that video. But
yeah. I love Keon. Don't get me wrong. The guy's hilarious, but.
Oh man, it's you look at these teams and sometimes I like to label them, and especially the ones that I like or the ones that I don't like, and then you get into the season and the ones that you don't like rock, and the ones that you like
they're
suck.
incredible.
So
I mean, yeah, it always goes that way. Well, this roster especially, I think, is a fun one because it gives a lot of credence to those players with the bad offseason energy, like Debo, Keon Coleman. They both have that offseason stink to them because they were running routes and didn't look as good as people thought. Like Dobbs and Wicks probably in that same bucket. Michael Wilson, one of my favorite picks. I was so sad when he got taken there, but really smart by Austin. We kept this under 45 minutes. Very solid Greyhound draft. It was moving great. Underdog, always a fantastic platform to play on. But another good one is the League Champ app, available on the app and Google Play Store. And you should check out our podcast at Two Guys One Pod. And also our good friend, the one and only Chow Chow champ of 2024. Get to rock that for at least another couple weeks, big dog. So where can we find you, Scott?
Yep, you can find me on X at SMaltez, and hoping to take down another championship next year, or at least a top 10 sweat, and
at least the Greyhound.
Oh, dude, the Greyhound would be sick. We'd have to come back to this video and talk through all the things we did right and wrong.
Yeah, we'd have to talk through all the bad picks I made. Well, you can find me at Duck League Champ, and be sure to check us out at TwoGuysOnePodFF. All right.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? If you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. Choose from hundreds of social casino style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No